Sunny day, blunts in a backyard.
It's Sebology back for another video, and we're continuing Doki Doki Literature Club today. Let's do Sayori. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Stephanie! Eh? I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh. You're too honest sometimes. No, but really! I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ah ha ha. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Stephanie poem. And that makes it feel extra special. It's like I can feel your feelings in it. Sorry hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sorry. Eh. Well, I'm not really good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure how that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I didn't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up not getting hurt at some point. Eh, well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Well, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. Oh, happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, sorry. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Yeah, it is. Maybe I can get better at express myself, express my feelings after all. Thanks, Stephanie. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I polished my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine and rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I I reach reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingling, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy dots in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make emeralds, errands. I don't know. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. To save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Despair and deep my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the books of egg crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust out my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty stomach could use some more. Some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all time to open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let go, it shatters against the old title and between my feet. I have no idea. Happy dots in shreds all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, and something. But all I hear is echo. It's inside my head. A good poem. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing's like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry to always have the habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Let's go with this story next. Let's see what you written for today. This is pretty good, Stephanie. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was just also surprised how deeply everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain, like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander to your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. This one, this one, that's one way to enable your reader to see into your mind. I know it's the same voice as Sorry, but I can't do any other voices, unfortunately. Sorry. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certain interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands her a poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by this scuffing. I have no idea. A raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as the what? I have no idea. I give the raccoon a piece of my bread. My subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was a system. The bread my hung the bread my hungry curiosity. The raccoon and, and wage. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more much light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glitz in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the breads fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm mildly projecting my emotions onto a new satisfied animal. Easily satisfied animal? The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hung more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I have no idea, I'm sorry. My cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A wish of blood, classic polite. I have no idea. Conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. I was a little bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a little bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what that's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's the sort of things I usually force to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why didn't you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have any like that, Stephanie?
What? Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little bit something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I would probably hate myself. Might be ranting a little bit now, but I guess I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Alright, who should I show my poem to next? Well, I don't know. Natsuki or Natsuki? Let's go with Natsuki. Hmm. Well, it's not any worse than the last one, but I really can't say it's better either. Phew. Huh.
Phew, what?
Well, anything that's not a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what?
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad,
Glad to see someone recognize my experience.
well then, keep practicing and you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sorry's poem from yesterday.
Hey,
You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you're, well, yeah, I get, well, I guess if you been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelengths. But you never respect me as your type. Sorry as a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little embarrassing. I mean, unnecessary. But keep it, keep it, think of it this way. And were for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I'm just supposed to show you my poem here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, prickly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me out and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people, but she probably likes spiders. One of her friends is starting to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross, and and the world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
not.
Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain common issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an internet jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's like everyone thinks mine. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You can be at anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Sometimes that you're afraid of people finding out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares about what someone likes as long as they're not hurting everyone? It makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh? That's funny. You wrote something about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said their poem was usually a hobby of hers. I really didn't get it, but she said something about something similar to you. That probably shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I don't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Not you guys trouble finding words. I guess I should try to be not so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make you feel insecure. And you already made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learning a lesson. Well, I would say so. Even her writing style is really different. I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like me, emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone could come to the dinner at the front of the room. Is this what the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I really don't do well with last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Story has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually gonna be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing for Monica. Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. Each of us is gonna each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sorry putting it on the posters in case anyone needs to prepare ahead of time. Sorry who has been coloring a poster holds up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't start putting these posters up, did you? Yeah, well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Atsuki. Atsuki's mad. I can never in my life do something like that. Imagining Yuri shakes her head in fear. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, sorry. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot of them to ask for them to recite the poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us put on a good performance, then I'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those things that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them and find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all that takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri just glances around at everyone else expectant faces.
I guess I really don't have a choice. Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is gonna be. This, this club is gonna seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move out. Let's move into the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way.
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start up to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips her during a book to the specific poem she has in the mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is called The Lady of Light. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her reflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply her emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around at me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sawyer looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finished her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Oh,
That was so good, Monica.
thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, story? I'll go next.
What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called. Yuri anxiously glances to each one of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image or Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading her poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists. It's full of twists and turns, and a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling wire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is done. Yuri snaps back into reality, and glances around her, and even as if she bewildered herself, even herself. It's up to me to take the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone shows me out afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not like we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Soria hops out of his chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Hee hee.
Sorry.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine reciting to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poems, so come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sora begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made up as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sora is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sora's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sora meant by when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to read more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sora finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sora.
He liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does it even mean? It came out nicely, Sora. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems that wouldn't work out quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't understand.
In other words, I see poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit of force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. That's why I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The
next time, I'm gonna make you pick to a poem that challenges you a little bit more. Alright, I'm gonna end it off here. I'll see you all next time.